Hey guys, welcome back to yet another video of Tech Wafer. Hopefully you are having a great day. Adil here, your host, and this video is really going to be exciting because it is going to be my first ever water test, and that's going to be between the Huawei's P30 Pro and the Huawei's P40 Pro Plus. Yeah, it's a test between a successor and a predecessor. So without further ado, let's jump onto the video to check out which one gets the lead here and whether or not these phones survive a 12 minutes water test. Here we go. First of all, I did perform a verification check on both smartphones. They were working perfectly, they were in pretty good shape. I tested the P40 Pro Plus and the P30 Pro thoroughly. Their touch panels were working perfectly. Apart from that, I've also managed to test their cameras and I was able to capture photos, and also I was able to capture the videos. It was just a casual check before adding the waters to the ball and dipping the smartphones into that. Just making sure that nothing gets broke. And the very next thing that I had to do after that was running the stopwatch on both smartphones and making sure that it is in a working condition before adding the water, because once the water is poured in, I won't be able to use the touch panel under the water. So I made sure that the watch is opened and it is in the running condition. After starting the stopwatches on both smartphones, I immediately started pouring water into the jar and made sure that the watches were counting properly, and in no time I had a completely filled jar with the water. One more thing that I would like to mention here is that the video was shot on 120 fps and I had no idea by the time it was recorded entirely, so bear with me. After passing the 3 minutes mark, just out of curiosity, my hand reached the P30 Pro and the P40 Pro Plus, and the next moment I was testing the touchscreen and the camera on both smartphones, and luckily there was no issue found so far. Then again I placed the smartphone into the water and then waited for the next 2 minutes till the goal or the time reaches 5 minutes mark, and then I again tested the smartphones. But first, let's fast forward to the 5 minutes mark. After reaching the 5 minutes mark, I then again tested both smartphones, their cameras, and everything was working perfectly. The touch sensors were working, as you can see, and I was able to type a message. Apart from that, the cameras were also working perfectly, especially the P40 Pro camera was able to focus quickly even after staying there for 5 minutes, and I was surprised by the result. And here I thought I should stop the test, but then again my conscience said let's do it and let's proceed further. So I didn't stop there, and obviously, as you can see the length of the video, this test obviously gone too far. After testing the cameras, the touchscreen, and also the speakers of both smartphones, I was satisfied here, and then again I left both smartphones underwater for another 5 minutes, and now I'm going to see you at the 10 minutes mark. Let's fast forward to that. I was worried that one of the smartphones could get damaged during the test because both smartphones are expensive. I wasn't ready to take the chance. Then again I tested them at 7 minutes mark. After passing the 7 minutes mark, I found the issue with the Huawei P30 Pro speaker, but I thought it's a normal one. So I placed them back into the water and left them there for another 4 minutes, and Then I stopped at 11 minutes mark and tested both smartphones, and this was the time when I was worried that one of the smartphone could get the water damage. There was nothing serious because there were few water drops stuck inside the speaker grill of Huawei's P30 Pro that were causing some kind of turbulence. Before moving any further, let's have a look at the voice sample when the phone was not in the perfect shape.
I will chase, I will reach, I will fly until I'm breaking out my cage like a bird in the night. I know I'm changing, I know.
After testing the speakers on both smartphones, I then again opened the camera app and captured snaps on both smartphones to test the cameras and find out whether or not the cameras were working. And as you can see with your own eyes, the cameras are working perfectly on both smartphones. I was able to capture snaps and even use the touch screen on both smartphones, and there was no issue in the touch sensor or the cameras. Both phones were able to capture the snaps without any issue, and the touch screen was also working perfectly. And this was the time when I said to myself, hey Adil, stop right there because you are going to get these smartphones damaged. So I heard myself and then I stopped. One thing that I would like to mention here is that the P series of Huawei is my favorite one. I've been using this smartphone just because of its shape and the overall value for money that it provides. And being my personal favorite smartphone, I didn't want any of these smartphones to get hurt. Just kidding. Okay, so I guess that's it. This was our first ever water test and we performed it with the Huawei's P40 Pro Plus and the Huawei's P30 Pro. Both had performed very well and luckily both survived the game. Now I'll be looking forward to have more water tests and some exciting videos. You can also share the ideas that you have in your mind in the comment section down below and I'll make sure to try them, or at least try the ones that are feasible. Okay, so welcome back. Now that you are here again, I'd like to mention that there was some issue with the Huawei's P30 Pro speaker earlier, but it is fixed now. Let me show you first and then we'll talk. Here's the music that I'm going to play on the P30 Pro. Let me catch it. Okay, so as you can see, the speaker is already working. The cameras on the both phone, as you have seen, are working perfectly. And I would like to mention here that it was my first ever water test video, so bear with me if there are any issues that you have noticed, or you can let me know that in the comment section down below. I'll make sure to fix them in the next video. And with that being said, thank you very much for watching. Do not forget to like this video, share it with your friends and family, and also subscribe to TechWafer for more fresh content like this. See you in the next one. Peace out.